All right, guys, there are three main stories from this week that I wanted to kind of wrap up as the weekends. And let's start with Star Wars. Rumor is Ryan Gosling could be starring in the next Star Wars movie directed by Sean Levy, who, of course, did the Deadpool movies, most recently Deadpool and Wolverine. I think this is good news, although I'm still confused about what Star Wars is doing just in general. You know, as much as talk there is about Marvel and kind of what Marvel is doing, I don't really understand. It just seems like, okay, Ryan Gosling is interested, so now this movie is getting pushed ahead. But it's like, shouldn't you have a plan already? Shouldn't you have confidence in your movies? And, until there's a new creative creative team in charge, I just don't know how much confidence I have. Getting good directors is good, so I think he'll deliver a good movie, but they just seem to have no plan. And I think we really, really jumped the shark with Dave Filoni. I don't think Dave Filoni is the guy, which I'll talk about more. Dave Filoni's an animator. He's not a guy who's a real filmmaker. He should not be in charge. I thought Ahsoka was incredibly mid, and every single Star Wars project seems to have the same kind of feel and just kind of amateur, campy feel to it, and I don't like it. So we'll see what happens with this, but that's story number one. Story number two, Supergirl has begun filming. This kind of went under the radar for me. I definitely expect her to show up in Superman Now, whether it be in a post-credit scene or I think maybe just midway through the movie. I definitely think she'll show up. I'm not as big into Supergirl as some other people are. It's not because she's a female character. I didn't really grow up reading her comics or the stories or that much. Although the reason I am excited is because Jason Momoa's Lobo will be in this. And because Superman doesn't seem to be an origin story, I think all of the stuff related to Krypton and potentially Brainiac are going to happen in this movie. So I think it's something to look forward to. And I think it's definitely good that they're hammering Superman early, following up Superman with this. I think is really, really smart. I think anytime you start a superhero universe, you want to, hit that first character hard. You look what the MCU did. It was Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2. So they really got us early with Tony Stark. I think it's really smart to do. And I think it's just really good that DC Studios seems to be humming along. There doesn't seem to be any production issues. I think this could be a really, really solid movie. The third story I want to talk about is Captain America 4, which reported a budget this week of $180 million. And other YouTubers have spoken about this, and I just think it's impossible. There's no way this is $180 million. This movie has done extensive reshoots. Now, I'm not saying it's 400 or 500 million like some people are expecting, but this movie already was super, super expensive. Then they reshot a big part of this movie. Then they added characters. They added Giancarlo Esposito. All of the CGI around Harrison Ford and the Red Hulk. So I just don't see any possible way that this movie could only be 180 million. Plus the marketing, they've done a good amount of marketing. There's a lot of Red Hulk marketing. So we'll see. I would estimate this has got to be pushing closer to 300 million. I think they're straight up lying because they want a box office win, which is kind of foolish because at the end of the day, the box office doesn't matter. Just deliver good movies. People are only going to remember if this movie's good or bad, not how much money it made. Other than Endgame, I don't think really people talk about how much money's made with Marvel movies that much, really. I don't think anyone can tell you how much Captain America made, how much Thor Ragnarok made, or how much Civil War made. They're all, it doesn't really matter. We just remember they're good movies. So we'll see. I'm still excited. This movie's I can't believe it's only 2 weeks away. It feels like they've been making this movie for years. But I'm just hoping it's really, really good. So those are the three stories I just wanted to quickly touch on. I think they're all interesting. There's not too much to talk about on each issue. Maybe I'll have someone on this week to kind of delve into it further. But those are the stories of the week. Thanks, guys, for watching. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.